This is a disclaimer for this video, which will have a lot of heavy criticism on my teammates and their actions, in an attempt to teach you stuff you shouldn't do in games. I am not directly attacking these people when I've taken every step to pretty much protect their name and such. So, black boxes are everywhere. Which one? And yeah, it was a pretty cancerous game, but I felt I could probably, which one or two, use this as a sort of a lesson for a lot of people. Yes, there's a black box at top to hide the names when they die, and the chat box is blacked out too. I probably should have just removed it from the replay recording, but I pretty much forgot. Either way, this isn't most about me as Zach, but I will explain things I try to do to try to save my team from itself. This is a really bad game. I'm just telling you that, but you probably could tell that by the title. So anyways, regular clearing. We're going to get to our first death right now. Like, you won't see it because I totally forgot when I was recording it, but I will be rewinding for you. You can see Xin Zhao survived with just a sliver of health. It goes both ways here. It's not completely a dumb thing, but it's something the Kha'Zix really should have expected. Kha'Zix is... Oh, here. Kha'Zix is trying to kill the Xin Zhao. He wants to go full-on aggro against Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao is a very strong 1v1 duelist, but Kha'Zix should normally beat them this low. He fights, and like he wonders, why didn't, he should have wondered, why didn't Xin Zhao just run away? It's because he knew his jungler was going to be there. Of course, Amumu flashed and uses his slingshot in order to get to what's called Kha'Zix, because I'm pretty sure Kha'Zix engaged a lot sooner than Xin Zhao anticipated. Nonetheless, Kha'Zix should have realized, wait a minute, I can kill Xin Zhao just like this. The same mistake, Xin Zhao repeats it. Xin Zhao knows he could kill me in a 1v1 even though I have a double buff. But why am I choosing to fight it? Either he assumes I'm very stupid and will probably get myself killed, or he should have realized, oh look, his help is coming. That's why he's putting himself in danger. It's a sort of bait. Here, my teammates see move. They back off. Smart move. That's kind of what they should be doing. Then they proceed to push again with Amumu in the general area. And they get very aggro right now to the point of tower diving. Amumu's still in the area. He was doing small golem, so he shows up and they give a grand ass chase. Sure, they burn every summoner spell imaginable, but they managed to get the kill on Draven. They really shouldn't have even bothered to try to push until they saw Amumu again. Here's another problem. Lux, this happens a lot, surprisingly. This happens even in Diamond, so I can't just say it's a platinum thing. Lux is getting chunked down by Gragas, who's trying to get to level 6 as quickly as possible for the very, very obvious thing. I mean, Lux was going home, and I was watching this. I was like, oh, okay, fine, she'll be safe. She comes back into the lane for some reason, and the second Gragas hits level 6, you know what's coming. He throws his barrow down and an instant kaboom. What the hell is Lux doing there? Really, at that point, she should have just gone home. There was no reason to be there. Like, it was very obvious that Gragas could destroy the shit out of her, and he did. The Lux was chancing fate, and she failed. So you've already seen a few of the mistakes my teammates made. Top lane, the Kha'Zix should have realized that the enemy jungler was about to gank him. I mean, come on. Usually the junglers will try to gank top lane early on, so he should have been suspicious, or he should have at least warded better. Amumu was heading down bottom, and as you can see, my bottom lane once again committed the stupid-ass mistake of pushing too far with no summoner spells. This is the basic thing you shouldn't fucking do. I know I'm just pointing out my teammates' mistakes, but trust me, I will have some of my own, but try to focus on a few things. What big, really obvious screw-ups my teammates had, and what I do to fix them. Right now, so far, I have no kills. It's because my teammates are dying a lot. Right now, the Lux, she is so out of position, it made no sense. I don't even know why she was there. Fortunately, the enemy team is out of mana, and I can kill Amumu rather easily. So I go in, kill him, and the Lux, for some reason, decided to stick around. Gragas got enough mana for a body slam and killed her. This Lux is the queen of bad decision-making, and you'll see this constantly. I am surprised she's in Platinum, and I know it's mean to say that stuff, but honestly, she was probably the biggest detriment to this team. Bottom lane fed like shit early on and did some stupid things, but the Draven will later redeem himself in some way. So, like, at least the Draven was kind of a big reason as to why I still had hope in this game. And regardless, I'll try my very best to win. Because, you know, I want to be the very best like everyone in Challenger was. Bottom lane, once again, aside from the Lux just failing all her spells and generally doing nothing, Lucian gets a fucking triple kill. And, you know, of course, the enemy AD carry getting a triple kill is obviously the worst fucking thing that can happen. So, actually, no, pentakill and quadrikill are even worse, but you get what I mean. The enemy Lucian is big and fat, and holy crap, am I going to have to try to kill him now? I'm building health. I'm figuring, you know what, I have to try my best to slaughter Lucian, and every single fight I will try to focus him, because he's someone I feel I could probably shit on. So, once again, bottom lane is getting pushed out, and the enemy Lucian, I mean, look at him, he's got a bloodthirster. I'm scared. Enemy Amumu is going to show up right now. I'm hoping to try to get a gank. I don't even know if this is warded, which I doubt, considering they're not reacting to it. I jump on right on top of Lucian and Morgana and use my ultimate and just start trying to shit on Lucian's heart. They completely ignore me and don't realize that, holy crap, Zac has a lot of fucking damage. So Lucian goes down. Amumu easily goes down too. I restore bottom lane somehow. I go back in on Morgana. I thought she already used her ultimate. That was just kind of, you know, me forgetting, not paying that much attention to her. Just I was trying to kill Lucian. So she, you know, survives. Fortunately, you know, Draven got the kill. He got some restoration in his powers, and it helps a little. It gives a little hope. As you can see, Kha'Zix has died 3 times. Honestly, I didn't focus on him during the replay either, but what I did see, I mean, he died again. He is literally putting himself in a position where Xin Zhao can kill him. Like, this is my motto. This is a motto a chemistry teacher in high school had for me. Not for me specifically, for students. The first time you do something, it's a mistake. Second time, it's just have it. Any other time after that, it's just stupidity. Right now here, this is one of my biggest mistakes. I engage way too hard and take way too much free damage. Of course, it doesn't help that Lux missed all her spells, but damn should I have not done that. I'm like, it's kind of just adding more to the losing pot pie or whatever. But here, Lux, for some reason, is sticking around. She's sticking around with a team that can catch her. Amumu goes in, fucking grabs her with a bandage toss and murders her. It's like, why was she still there? There was absolutely little gain. If you were in a better position to, you know, survive, or if you had a flash, you would use it the second you realize people were going to come kill you instead of when they grab you, because they'll burst your ass down before you get a chance to flash. That's something a lot of players seem to do in these levels, or just in general. They hold on to their flash for dear life when it's like, oh, I'm surrounded by 4 people, might as well flash before the first one can see me, and everybody follows through. Look at the enemy team. As soon as someone like Lux gets CC'd by like a Amumu, they're going to throw everything on her and murder her. It is best for her just to flash before Amumu even has a chance to bandage toss her. Right now, my bottom team has fed up the ass. My top lane Kha'Zix, he keeps trying to fight the Xin Zhao, who is super fed, well, compared to him, who has damage items and will kill Kha'Zix's soft ass. Kha'Zix has no complete items yet. He is, aside from boots, I guess, but that doesn't count. You see, Kha'Zix went ahead to try to fight Xin Zhao again. Hell, even if Moon didn't show up, Xin Zhao could have probably killed him by himself. This Kha'Zix constantly does this. The enemy team just did that too. My bottom lane teammates and my Kha'Zix teammates keep doing one of the worst things you can do when you're losing. They keep trying to fight the enemy who has a severe advantage over them. Yeah, even if Xin Zhao had half health and Kha'Zix had full health, Xin Zhao has such an itemization, you know, difference compared to the Kha'Zix that he'll win. That health difference doesn't mean jack shit. That level difference also is a big deciding factor. Xin Zhao is far stronger than Kha'Zix. It's just like, doesn't matter. Might as well be, I don't know, even if Xin Zhao was a 3rd health, I'm pretty sure he'd kill Kha'Zix unless Kha'Zix got a huge jump and used Ignite and then got an assistance. It happens a lot in Platinum. People keep trying to fight the enemy team despite the fact that they have absolutely no advantage. Yes, you get the CC off on the target. Yes, you get a snare off on them. It doesn't mean you can actually capitalize on it properly. The enemy Lucian has 2 complete items. My Draven had like only 1. Even if Lulu managed to burn 2 CCs on Lucian in a straight out fight, Lucian will still kill the Draven. So I actually begged my teammates, stop being aggro, farm up, wait for the chance, or let me engage, because I know how to engage. I mean, they engage on me here, but I'm kind of like the worst person they want to engage. So I just go in on top of Lucian and force a Mumu out of the enemy team because he's got to protect Lucian. I have my pass, so I don't care if I die. Kha'Zix shows up and manages to pick up Lucian, and of course the rest of the enemy team will follow. The mistake on their part right there was trying to engage on me. I mean, I'm the tank and I'm big and I have a lot of health, and of course I have my passive up. So I hope you've noticed some of the things I've tried to do to restore the game. I've tried to gank a lot. I've tried to make my presence known. I aside from that very stupid engage, that was a very desperate engage, mind you. I keep trying to engage on the squishy target and making sure the MVP dies. If Lucian can be killed before any fight, we actually stand some chance. And he is my target by default. I will let every other thing fall. I don't care if I die or if a few of my teammates die. At this point, if my team goes 4 for 4, like if we kill 4 of them, we lose 4 of them, or of us. Can I rephrase that? If we lose 4 and they lose 4, we come out ahead because they're so far up ahead already. We'll get their bounty gold. We'll get enough gold to start, getting crucial items to sort of start equaling out on damage and stuff. So I don't mind if we die. I don't care if I have to sacrifice this Lux, though I'm pretty sure if she dies, nothing of value would be lost. I don't care if the Draven dies, as long as he gets 1 or 2 kills off of our exchanges. That's what I'm doing in this entire game. I'm building myself as such a huge not as much health sponge. Let them focus on me. Here, Kha'Zix that again for being stupid, but anyways, I'm being a health sponge. I'm going full on tank. If I went damage, I'd be as much a issue for my team as everybody else. If I were to go in and die immediately, then I contribute little. I have the Draven, despite the fact that he's died a lot, gave me enough faith for me just to go full on tank. I am relying on him picking up the slack, and I'm hoping that Kha'Zix, despite all his fucking deaths, can bring it back. Here, the Lucian and the Lux managed to actually kill. The Draven and the Lux managed to kill the Lucian. I don't actually watch what happened, but I would assume the Lucian got caught and he just burst his ass down. But Draven was hurt, so I'm pretty sure Lucian got a fighting chance off of that too. The biggest problem, though, on the enemy team is likely going to be the Xin Zhao. Yes, we can kill Lucian in like 5 seconds if we get on him right away. But look, here again, the Lux's position is absolutely dreadful. She gets caught out and killed. I pick a fight with a Xin Zhao because it's only a Mumu and Xin. I know I can kill these two, or at least I can set up Draven to kill them. Draven mercilessly slaughters these two and collects 2 bounties. He gets caught by Morgana in a very pathetic way, and then the enemy team shows up. However, they have no way to capitalize on it because they get CC'd by Lulu, and she comes in for the rescue, and Gragas dies too. See, this is hopeful. I am using myself as a sacrificial pillar to feed Draven, and then Lulu, throws it all away by dying in the most pathetic of death. It's like, why would you walk directly to Lucian? This is also, honestly, and also Lux misses all her spells. This is also one of the most common mistakes a lot of players do in a lot of levels of play. They assume the enemy player doesn't want to kill them, or at least they forget. They take the most obvious path, or the most risky path for no fucking reason, and assume or believe that they're just gonna safely walk through it. Oh, this guy is afraid of Zac. Of course he won't fight me, dude. He could probably kill me and you. Of course he won't be afraid of either of us. So, or hell, he might assume that he could kill you and then run away before I kill them. It happens a lot. Players, just because like, you know, you feel the enemy team shouldn't do this, doesn't mean they won't. Just because you think the enemy team has no chance of killing you doesn't mean they actually don't have, or that they are not nutty enough or crazy enough to do so. Like here, yeah, Mumu, I think, misunderstood that he surely should have used his ultimate a lot sooner, and he kind of died for that. I mean, Gragas died too, and I died. We technically come out ahead, but then the advantage is thrown away because the enemy Xin Zhao is speeding down to mid lane, and the Lux makes like a half-hearted attempt at first to try to escape, and then they realize, holy fuck, this Xin Zhao is relentless. He's gonna murder us. Holy crap! Goodbye, Lulu. Okay, so yes, my Lux and my Kha'Zix are not very smart. My Lux especially, she's like brain dead. But I have to rely on them. It's very difficult to win this way. Bottom lane, though, this time the Draven made me lose all hope. He honestly pushed out way too far with absolutely no wards, knowing full fact that everybody on the enemy team would want to kill him. This is platinum level, remember. This is platinum. And this shit happens all the fucking time. I hear I got caught myself, so I have no, box to speak on at the moment. But like, I didn't even think they'd get here really fast. So that was my mistake too, and at that point I was just, the tilt was getting too strong. Kha'Zix engages despite the fact that he was wrapped up by Morgana. I don't know what he expected to happen, but it ends up costing everybody else's lives for no gain. Holy fuck. I'm appalled. So let's go down by the mistakes that they made. Constant pushing without any security, or no wards, no escapes. Very, very terrible warding, or no warding at all. Kha'Zix didn't ward, and when he did, he warded in the bush. One of the smartest things you can do with wards, take that extra time. Don't worry about losing 2 minions because you went out and ward in the bottom river. If you ward just your bush, the enemy team can just, the enemy laner can hold you down for the enemy jungler just to bypass the ward and use their CC. It happened a lot. The enemy Amumu just flat out ignored the ward because the enemy Xin Zhao held the Kha'Zix in place, or the Lucian or Morgana held in place, and then Amumu showed up. You need deeper wards. A ward in the bush doesn't do jack shit if the enemy laner can hold you down enough for the enemy jungler to show up. So therefore, that was one of the worst mistakes they did, and constantly the Lux, her pathing was just stupid, and decision making was pointless. It's like walking near the enemy team, especially when they have the power to just grab you because they have gap closers and long range CC, is suicide. And Lux did that a lot. The Lulu did that a lot. It's like my team just, they wouldn't stop doing this. I tried my very best. I tried ganking a lot. I tried making good initiations. I kept my team afloat with those, but it wasn't enough. Hell, I don't think I could have done anything more. I tried my best, and that's all I could do. I'm not actually mad about this game. As obvious, I thought I'd be even more angry when I commentated on it, but it turned out that, I was just surprised and appalled. Of this kind of stuff. It's like Deluxe is pretty much an idiot. It's like, but, I did my very best. I gave my team a second shot, and honestly, if you try your best and you did well for your team, then take pride in that. You were one of the very few positive influences of your team. You gave your team an actual fighting chance. That's something to take pride in. That's something to be happy about. Because that just shows that you yourself are a good player or actually know what to do. So I'm not too mad about this because, you know what? I tried.